Who's driving? What the?
All right, guys, so we're going to continue this home tour. I'm going to head into the front door. This is our front terrace. I showed it from the outside. It's pretty much enclosed. We call our DMZ area our demilitarized zone because um, if we get cats out here by accident, the dogs won't get to them. The dogs are out there, but basically, I mean, the dogs, they don't really attack the cats like at will. They just, there's a chance that they would because one of them is a little psycho. So, but anyway, we'll come into the house. So there's our front door, which was a slider, and we use automatic closers on all of our doors because of our domesticated animals in the house, our cats. So, and this is the living area here. As you can see, we have some of this furniture is from our other house, and some of it's kind of mixed and match right now. But you know, we did the best we could, and with what we had a budget on this house, and of course, like most budgets, we found out how high it goes above our demarcation line. So, so we did the imperative things first, is what we did. So I'm going to turn on some of these lights now. I just wanted to give you well, actually, let me give you a little bit better view at night. So, because it's still early morning right now. It's like maybe 4:15 a.m. in the morning. So what we decided to do was floor. Couldn't quite go to ceiling glass because they're 12-foot ceilings. So we just got the standard 6x6 panes, which again, budget-wise, it worked out fine. It's enough glass to get a good look. I was going to do the seamless in the corners where the glass meets the glass. But again, budget didn't allow for that, so we did the best we could. Plus, these columns are our supportive columns that go upstairs. We have a whole nother level that is the exact duplicate. Can't even talk this morning. We have a whole nother level up there, which is ready to improve. Is ready to build on. Our rough plumbing and electrical is in there, and the steel is in all of the 6 columns, but that will be for another budget another time when we're ready to do that. My wife's got her garden out there pretty much, and I know you can't see right now because it's early morning, but there's a rice field out there, which you've probably seen quite a bit in our other videos. And this is usually our backdrop. When we make the videos, we sometimes will make them from this corner here at this table with our tripods, and it shoots and it catches all this in the back. But I just wanted to give you like a night view. That's a really huge halogen light spotlight that we have out there. And it's because, of course, you know, it's all rice field out there. So for security reasons, we want to keep it lit because, you know, you never know what happens in the dark and who crawls around or, you know, so we keep it lit. And our nipa hut is there. As you can see, you've seen this before, probably if you watch the channel. And it's about as finished as it's going to get. It's got power in there, and so they can hook up Bluetooth speakers and listen to radios and chill out there. There's a hammock, and let's see what else here. We're going to go back around, and then so it's basically glass from this wall. This is 20 feet span here, so it's glass to glass here, and then we did cladding on the top. That cladding was actually less money than it was to finish the undercoating. I mean, we did give it the coverage, and I think they even did skim coat it too because we weren't really sure what we were going to do here. But so we went with the cladding, as you can see, and all the way around on the sides over to here with the TV in the back. And then we did one more 6x6 panel glass here because I like the corner look, which gave it a nice view to the garden. So, and that's a view outside where our future garage storage with a roll up and carport parking will be. That again is on another budget, and but we already have the plans. We know what we're going to do there. So, continue to walk into the kitchen. We left the kitchen open because I like open rooms. I don't like chopped up walls and small rooms and small kitchens. I like open air pretty much. So we left the kitchen wide open. And again, we got some cladding on the sides here of the bar area. Raise this up for bar stools. Now these are temporary bar stools. These aren't the ones that we're going to use in here. We have not purchased the ones yet. And again, when the budget allows for it, we will. But we like this bar area here because I like to be able to face the cook, face the inside of the kitchen. So this is really nice here. And then also, as you can see, I forgot the sizes of this, but it's not, it's not the widest one because again, it's just really for people to sit at and eat and converse. This is what we went with, the wider one for the actual cooking area here. And as you can see, I use it for a work area sometimes so I can look out at the view. Sit in this stool, which by the way is a great stool. Some friend of ours came into town. They're furnishing their house. In fact, you probably saw their home build video, Michael and Joby. And it was just so hard to find a quality stool that doesn't squeak, it doesn't break loose. This thing is just solid steel. It's got the bearings in it are beautiful. Look, I mean, you can't hear nothing. It just turns nice. It's hydraulic up and down. We actually use this in our salon when we had a full service salon in the province in our old town. But so we brought a lot of stuff with us, you guys, because that's the way to save money, and that's how we were able to get things like induction stovetop, which we really love. It's only a 3 burner, but it's all we need. It's just my wife and I, pretty much here. So, and we just made this top large. So again, it's cluttered right now. It's usually not like this, but so I work here. I have a beautiful, blessed view here. This is our hood range that we took this from the other house because it was fairly new, as our other house was. So instead of repurchasing all this stuff, and this thing is great, especially we used to not have a place, a dirty kitchen to cook dry fish. We have a little bit of it right now out on the terrace. My wife bought a double propane burner, so now she cooks whenever she cooks dried fish. It's cooked out there now because before I had to run the air purifiers and run this thing, which was fine. It worked fine, but under here you'll see a lot of like bottles and pots and pans. I decided not to do dividers or doors or drawers because just from my experience, you know what? Doors and dividers, yes, it keeps it clean and it has got a clean look to it, but things get too far behind, you can't see them. Things start stacking up. I wanted to be able to see everything in here from this view. Nobody can really see all this unless they come back in the kitchen. And I don't care if they're going to come back here, then maybe they should get to work and cook, right? so, we left that wide open. No drawers, no doors, or anything like that. This is some of the stuff, as you can see, that's bought here in the Philippines. We kept this, put our rice cooker on storage, a little bit of storage here and there. We've got emergency lights throughout the house for brownouts. We get brownouts maybe once a week, and they're not too bad. Some of them only last for literally 5 seconds, and some of them, if they're scheduled, they might last for 2 hours or 3 hours. But generally, the aircon in the living room is always on when I'm out here. When I'm not, my wife usually turns it off because she doesn't need it. So to finish up in the kitchen, we've got one of these rolling, sliding units right here with all the racks and everything like that, which is kind of a mess. It hasn't been put back yet. These were all built. We had our carpenter build these cabinets, and as you can see, they're not finished yet. There's they've been sanded and ready to paint, stain, whatever we're going to do. But it's marine grade wood, and we have a garbage disposal. They had to, instead of putting the switch up here where it usually would go, it was easier to put it into the wood, and it actually works out fine there because this is a door, but it works out good. This sink I actually got this sink, the smart sink, off of Shopee. And anything I didn't like about this, as you can see, I should turn on the light. I'm really sorry, you guys. That might be a little bit better. The other thing you can see is the calcium, the calcium buildup that builds up on this finish. But there is something that my wife uses to take this off and to protect it. So I don't know if I would go with black again, the matte black. I think maybe the polish would be a better choice in this. But again, it's a really good sink. Some features we don't use at all, like this, because we have a water dispenser. But it's got the vegetable cleaner, thing here, and it's got a rack that goes. You can just put them in a rack and clean. This is the regular one, and then it's got this one here for the cup cleaner, as you can see. Wash the cups like a bar style, and then this is a second rinse tub here you can use. So it's pretty nice. It's got a nice. We have really good water pressure here. So, and it's got the extra turbo boost, to wash hard dish, and then you got just your regular one. So that's nice. And we got that on Shopee, and it was pretty reasonable. It wasn't too expensive. These cabinets here, you can see these are like from City Hardware tramp type stuff. Like I don't know what material, the plastic, the plexi type stuff. And we had extra cabinets at the previous home we lived in, so we just used what we could here instead of repurchasing, and it was fine. And I knew we could maybe match more of this to this when when we needed to. So now in here, this is the electrical panel here, and the electrician did a pretty good job. So we're pretty happy with him. Everything's marked and everything works, and he gave us a lot of extra breakers, which we already used some of them. So let's see. We have one fan in here, which is just pretty much a standard fan. I mean, it's a nice looking fan, but it really doesn't blow a lot of air. It just kind of circulates the air. Then if we go into the living room, we've got this fan here. Let me turn this light on again. Sorry, I didn't do this before. But we've got this fan here, which is the Panasonic fan. It's the Panasonic DC fan. And now these things are real fans, okay? And they do make them a little bit bigger too, if you need to. But man, I'm telling you, this thing just blows air down everywhere. You can feel the air all the way all the way to here. It's just, you can just feel it. And so it really, that's why my wife can turn off the air con over there sometimes and just have this. Because as you know, Filipinos don't need a lot of cold air for the most part. Some of them like it, but some, most of them don't. So anyway, so that's kind of our view. Living area here. This is furniture again. This was, sorry about my thumb on the camera. This was furniture in the salon that we had. This is a recliner. These both recline up. Now, I don't recline these. In fact, I zip tied the bottom mechanisms, and so they do not recline. And the reason is because some of our cats, our smaller ones, go in the back of the couch. And if you know what I'm talking about, the mechanisms, like how they work, yeah, that could easily really like decapitate an animal back there. So I said, no, we're just not going to do it. There's one little, this is one of our foster kitties. And there's two of them out there. We have a separate area. See if I can open this. Can. It's nighttime out here, but it's a wood deck. This is Mimo and Mima, and they'll be adopted out. But this is sort of like a temporary cat cage out here where they got a scratcher. It's fun for them out here, and it's a wood deck. It's raised. So we can just feed them right through here, with the table. It's pretty easy. And then my wife hangs clothes out here sometimes too. There's a glass sliding door and a cage over there that lets us through. It steps up, and you'll see that when I do the backyard part of the tour. So this is essentially our gated backyard, and this particular part of it, really the whole thing is for cats. That way they're outside too. They're not just inside. So. And there's two of these rooms that are called Manami rooms. And the reason we call them Manami rooms is in Sapalai, there's a Manami resort. And we used to stay there often. And just I like the ideas that they had to save real estate on some space. They just had their rooms, some of their hotel rooms that had what they call Manami rooms, and it's just a cutout, it's just an extension. Ours is about, I think, 8 foot by 9 or 8 foot by 10 foot, I think, and all it is all bed, with their memory foam beds in here, and then of course we have huge storage drawers in here that you can just store all kinds of things with self-closing hinges. But this one is my daughter's Manami room, and it serves as her bedroom. She just closes these curtains off, and this is a private room for her. And then we've got this fan it's a pretty cool fan. You probably have seen it. Oh, there you go. It blades automatically come out. They extract out when you turn the fan on. And so it's a safe fan. If anybody stands up, they hit their head, they don't get hurt really. Uh, but it pushes down a lot of air, so it really cools it off in here because this is kind of isolated from the aircon, and that aircon's not real large. I think I want to say a 2 or 2.5 horsepower. But the reason why we didn't get a big 4 horsepower or get a second one like over here, I was going to put one, is because I spend most of the time, as the family does in this area here, binge watching videos or whatever is done here. But here, my wife spends more of the time, and she doesn't want cold air blowing on her. So it's just a nice, comfortable temperature for here on this half of the living area of the house, and it's nice and cool over here for me. So that's why. But it doesn't get too much in here. It does get a little bit cooler in here. But with this fan, it's perfect. It's great. So it works good. So I'm going to turn this off. And then there's a second one of these rooms, which are right in there, which my son's asleep in right now because he's home. He's home. He's done with college. He's done with OJT. And so, we have him back home. And our daughter's still in school in the Manila area. And yeah, so that's this part of the house. I'm going to take you now to the second part of the house, which is the master bedroom, straight ahead there. Master bathroom is here. Backyard door goes out here. So here we go. So I'm going to just take you outside here in the backyard so you get an idea of. Now, it's very cluttered because our garage is not built yet. So just to give you an idea of what I was talking about, that whole pathway down there goes to the where the wood deck is. Now, eventually, that's not going to be a cat shelter for good, but that's kind of what we use it as now. As you can see, it's all enclosed, and then this whole area is enclosed as well. So there's the heavy wire mesh, and I thought there was a ghost in that washing machine. Oh my god! Anyway, so it's all sealed up now. This here is a spiral staircase, which it's finished structurally. We just don't have the handrails on it yet. But this goes up to a second floor. And the second floor is basically the roof. And the roof it's a metal and concrete roof, very thick, with, I forget the millimeter steel that's in there, but it's very thick because we knew we were going to have it as a floor, as a second floor. The house itself structurally is built for, either two floors and a terrace, or actually 3 floors, but it will probably end up as 2 floors and then a terrace on top. But again, the budget allows what the budget allows. So we do this in stages. So this is kind of the backyard. Please ignore the mess. It's not supposed to be like this, but it's because we do not have our garage yet. We have it in the plans. It has got a roll up door. It's a 12 by 10 concrete floor with the roll up door all enclosed, and then 2 parking bays. Because I know we eventually want to get an ATV. My wife wants an ATV to go out into the rice field and stuff. So anyway, so we come back in through this door. I'm going to try and get you the perspective of this. And this is the bedroom. And can call it the master bedroom or whatever, because it's the only full bedroom in the house. So I'm going to go in here. This is the door to the bathroom. Okay, so let's go ahead and go in the bedroom here. Open this up, and the bedroom is it's a decent size. It is, oh God, I don't know. Well, it's 20 feet because the footprint of the house is 20 feet wide by 58 feet long. So the bedroom is 20 feet by, I don't know, you can kind of get an idea, maybe 12, 13 feet. I don't know. In any event, we took a lot of our existing furniture from our old house, and of course, we moved it here because we sold the house. Again, the deal is not concluded yet. We got a down payment or a deposit, a down payment on it, and we're waiting for title paperwork to clear, which could take, I know, a lifetime, but it won't. It's in the works, and we're almost there. So anyway, and what we did here was in this room, in the master bedroom, I'll call it, or only bedroom, we added a garden window for this. As you can see, that's our fat cat. It's kind of for the cats. I mean, it's for us too, but the cats can sleep on it. It's all concrete base underneath, so it's an outcrop like a shelf. And then to save money, we use a standard size window. God, I forgot the size of these. I think it's 60. But it's a standard sliding up window. We don't slide it. It's screwed lock close with another additional lock on it. But this is an area where, again, we can just close the curtains, or eventually we'll have maybe some shutters in here. But it's a good area. The cats can get sun here. We can get sun when we open it up. And we can clearly see outside what's going on at the entrance gate. Now, of course, we have CCTV, as you probably saw in the video, in the living and kitchen area in there. And our garage, are you getting a shadow? Let me see if I can do it from this. So, well, anyway, our garage goes out there. It's going to be long span, hollow block wall on one side and down the back. And then the roll up storage will be here. And that's basically, the roll up storage is for our rice. Because every 3 or 4 months, we harvest our rice crops. So we need a dry storage after the rice is dried out and bagged and all that stuff, and processed, milled, all that. We need a place to store it. We don't just sell it. I mean, we do sell it, but mainly we do outreaches in the local or distant barangays. Depends where it's needed. We try to do mountain areas. Families in the mountain areas. So we do food packs and hygiene packs and all that kind of stuff. So it gives us a nice way to fill up our packs, to supply rice without having to go out and purchase it. So, and then again, it's, we get a good side view of the front terrace. That's the front terrace. If you get an idea, the long span roof. And again, the house is not even painted yet. That's just a primer white. So there's a lot of work to do still. The only room in the entire house that's painted is this room, is this bedroom. It's like a ocean, I forgot what they call it, an ocean blue or something like that. But again, the whole house has 12-foot ceilings. Okay. And what you like to do in the ceilings, like this is cladding. Okay. I really like the cladding better than HardiePlex. There's no painting, no sanding. They just install it. It's done. And again, this is another same fan in this room, the Panasonic DC motor fan. It's slow right now. I have it on low. And then, of course, we have our aircon in here too, which really cools this room a lot. So I'll turn that on low only when I'm in here. We try to conserve and only use one unit at a time. So if I'm in here in the bedroom and I'm binge watching, whatever, Netflix or YouTube or whatnot, the one out there in the living room is off. And if I'm in the living room, usually it's on and this one's up because my wife really doesn't care for aircon much. So unless it's really hot, then she'll turn it on. But again, and things are kind of in a disarray here, but we finally got about the areas where we want to place things. Now, outlets, we made sure we did outlets everywhere. Okay. And these are grounded 3-prong outlets. and they're actually truly grounded. Okay, there's grounding bars into the foundation, and because I know some people just not people, but some contractors or builders will just put the outlets in and tell their customer that, oh, yeah, it's grounded, and it's not. So be really careful with that, you guys. And since, none of us ever know really where we're going to place our furniture, so I just said, just put outlets around the whole, I had an idea where the TV was going. Now, this is a temporary situation. This TV was supposed to, or actually, this was supposed to be higher, So what I'm going to do is just do a white cover band strip, the ones they sell at the hardware store, so you don't see the wire. But and the door trims are not finished, as you can see. They're sealed, and the doors are tight. These are solid hardwood doors. So and the hardware, I wanted to go a little bit higher end on the hardware too. And that, again, this is a cat door. They can go in and out of there. We keep the cat box, the one in the house, in the CR, which I'm going to enter the CR right now. So basically, we came through this door from the hallway, and then this is it's a Jack and Jill. So you can enter from the master bedroom, or you can enter from the hallway. Since there's only this one master bathroom, and that's just for when we have guests. So, and the master bathroom is a decent size too, as well. Okay, it's a decent size, so you can get an idea of the same 12-foot ceilings with the cladding. And we got I really like these lights. They're from Shopee. Actually, we got them from Shopee. I know they sell them at City and stuff, but you can get soft, right? There's like 4 different modes of white in there, and we had a lot of mirrors at the old house. And this toilet, this is nice. This is all censored. It's from, I think, Japan or China, maybe. But anyway, the ultra violet light for germ control, automatic this, automatic that. It's got a bidet that's automatic. You can control water temperature of the bidet. You can control seat temperature on here. Just as you can see, a whole lot of things you can do. We keep it simple. We used to use it automatic flushes when you walk away too. So, and we could probably get it for flush, maybe not. No. Anyway, so we used to, keep the seat heated and the water, and we really didn't need it, but it's nice to have it when you want it. So, because it does, again, you guys, it does take up electricity. It's kind of like a water heater. Speaking of that, and this is a shower. Oh, I just went up by itself. So it's sensors. But anyway, this is the shower. It's big enough for me. I'm happy with it. Our one at the old house was a little bit bigger space, but this actually is pretty large. And then we elected just to go with the glass block to keep water, from splashing out in, for a little bit more privacy. But honestly, again, it's really just my wife and I that live here. Our kids do come in to visit. So, but yeah, we don't really need a whole lot of privacy from other people because it's just us. And again, these mirrors we brought everything with us. Things aren't attached to the wall permanently yet because we want to make sure that, this is where we want things. So we brought our wardrobes in, 2 of them, 2 of the 3. The other one was, if you move it, it would have fallen apart. These aren't real high quality, high end wardrobe. Except the one out there is better, the one in our room. So it's hard to move these things, you guys, because you're talking a lot of press wood here, okay? And we really didn't have a budget to do built-in closets or anything like that. And quite frankly, I'm done with a lot of that expensive stuff. I don't really need it. So this is the Jack and Jill part here. This goes into the master bedroom, and this goes back out to the hallway, okay? Here in Hawaii, we actually moved from our province out to the rice field, which is, again, about 20 or 25 minutes away from the city. This is my wife's joy, and this is what she does every day. She spends her large portion of her days out in her garden, and it makes her happy, and if she's happy, I'm happy. So again, thank you for watching, and we'll probably do another home finishing in a few months when we're all done.
Let your troubles go. Feel the rhythm, let it flow. In the breeze where the palm trees grow. Sunshine high, waves so low. Island vibes, let your troubles go.
Watch, like, and subscribe to all of our daily and weekly fresh video content. Thank you and have a blessed day.